If we're not hearing from anyone out there, maybe it's because they're waiting for us to speak first. That idea has driven some of humanity's boldest scientific gestures. Not just listening for alien signals, but sending out our own. Tiny, fragile golden messengers traveling through the void, hoping, perhaps foolishly, that someone, somewhere, might be listening. It started in 1972 when NASA launched Pioneer 10, a robotic spacecraft designed to explore the outer solar system. Once its primary mission was complete, Pioneer would continue on a lonely journey, heading into deep space. But scientists realized if this craft would leave the solar system, maybe, just maybe, it could one day be found. So they attached a message, a golden plaque, etched with information about Earth, about us. A cosmic postcard. On it was a drawing of a man and a woman standing beside a silhouette of the spacecraft for scale. There was a map showing the position of the sun relative to 14 pulsars, natural beacons, whose radio signals could be used to triangulate Earth's location. And at the top was a diagram of the most abundant element in the universe, hydrogen. It was a bold gesture, humble, too. The message said, essentially, here we are, this is what we look like, this is where to find us. A year later, Pioneer 11 followed, with the same plaque. Then came something even more ambitious. In 1977, NASA launched the twin Voyager spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, to explore the outer planets. These two probes would go farther than anything humankind had ever built. And once again, scientists asked, what if they're found? But this time, they didn't just send a plaque. They sent a record. Not just any record. A gold-plated 12-inch phonograph disc known as the Golden Record. It was designed to last 1 billion years, and its contents were carefully chosen by a team led by famed astronomer Carl Sagan. Inside that shimmering disc was a snapshot of humanity. It contained 116 images of people, animals, cities, DNA, the planets, even a mother nursing her child. There were greetings in 55 languages, including one from a child saying, "Hello from the children of planet Earth." There were sounds, waves crashing, thunder rumbling, laughter, and music, from Bach and Beethoven to traditional songs from around the world. Chuck Berry's Johnny B. Good was there too. Rock and roll for the stars. Engraved on the outside was a diagram showing how to play the record, the location of Earth, and, once again, the map of pulsars. Together, these messages were humanity's first and only physical communication intended for an alien audience. A greeting from one species to another, cast adrift in the galactic sea. Today, Voyager 1 is the most distant human-made object in existence, over 15 billion miles from Earth and counting. It has entered interstellar space, where the sun's influence fades and the stars begin. It carries that message still, floating silently, endlessly, waiting. Will anyone ever find it? The odds are slim. The galaxy is vast. The probes are tiny. It could take millions of years for Voyager to pass near a star system. And even then, it would take the perfect set of circumstances for intelligent beings to intercept and decode its message. But that's not the point. The point is that we tried. We raised our hand and said, "We are here." These messages were never just about aliens. They were, and still are, about us, about expressing who we are, what we value, and what we hope to become. And we didn't stop there. We've also sent radio messages beamed directly toward distant star systems. In 1974, the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico transmitted the Arecibo message, a brief, powerful pulse of radio waves containing binary-coded information about human DNA, the solar system, and our species. The message was aimed at a star cluster 25,000 light-years away. If anyone is there, they won't receive it for another 24,950 years. And if they reply instantly, we won't hear back until nearly 50,000 years from now. That's how long cosmic conversations take. So why do we do it? Because hope is written into our DNA. Because we yearn to know we're not alone. Because every step we take into the universe is also a step into ourselves, into what kind of species we want to be. Even if the message is never received, even if no one is listening, the very act of sending it says something profound. That we are curious, that we are dreaming, that we dare to reach beyond the darkness. And maybe someday someone will hear us, someone whose technology is so advanced they can pluck our faint signal from the cosmic static, someone who listens and answers. But until then, our golden discs and radio pulses drift silently onward, silent ambassadors of Earth. At infinity beyond, we believe that every signal we send, every whisper into the void, is part of a greater story. The story of a small blue planet that refused to be silent, that looked into the stars and said, "We are here, we are listening. Will you answer?"